Crystal. So this is a requested video about my favorite concealers or my top concealers. So it's not really in any particular order or for any one reason over another. I'm going to kind of explain a little bit about them or what I feel about them and then just basically showcase my favorite ones. So the first one I'm going to show you is the MAC Studio Sculpt Concealer. It looks pretty much like the MAC paint pot jars. I think they're a little bit smaller. My color is NC42. And it just comes with the stereotypical black top. Here's what it looks like. You need so little of this, you guys. I think it's about $16 or so. Such a great price for the amount that you get. It matches my color perfectly. That's one thing I love about MAC's foundations, concealers, powders. There is a color shade for every single skin tone, literally, and this is just a perfect match. I'm just going to show it to you really quick because honestly, it blends in wonderfully. So it's right on there. And you can't even see where it was. This is my holy grail of concealers, and I absolutely love MAC Studio Sculpt. My next favorite is by Laura Geller, and it's her Real Deal Serious Coverage Concealer. Now this one, as you can see, is in light, and if you watch my haul when I got the Laura Geller products, or when you watch my reviews on the Laura Geller, I do explain that this was the very last package in Ulta, and it was just in light, so I didn't care. I grabbed it, and I was good. It's really not that bad. I can mix it with other concealers, so it's fine. But the concealer itself is absolutely incredible. It's a very thick concealer. So on the back it says, use sparingly. Right there. They absolutely mean use sparingly. You do not need a lot. It is a very, very thick concealer. This is amazing. And this runs about $20 for this size, which is actually a very, very good price. I know it looks small, but you are getting 20 grams of product in here, and with the amount that you need, this is going to last you 8 months at least. My next favorite is Hard Candy's Glamouflage. This runs about $8, I believe, and it's the heavy duty concealer. My shade is Tan. This concealer really reminds me of Laura Geller in terms of how little you need just for it to do its job. I believe it comes in 3 different shades, so it's not a ton of different variations, but you can definitely mix it with another concealer, or you can really just blend it well enough to use it as your own shade. I love that it's so blendable. I did a review on this and I showed you how it covered up my tattoo. It covered it up completely and I needed so little of it. So in terms of covering up large birthmarks, a tattoo maybe for an event or for work, this is wonderful. It also stays on, so if you need to cover up a birthmark or tattoo for several hours, this will do the trick. Next is a Clinique product, and it's the Continuous Coverage. Now some people do use this as a foundation. I absolutely love this as a concealer. I have for about a decade now. I started using this because this is what my mom uses. She uses this as a foundation actually, and I started using this and continue to use this as a concealer. It's very, very thick. Continuous coverage to me means that it's going to continue to cover up whatever you need it to all day, so it really does its job in that sense. I have worn this for hours upon hours, sometimes without primer, and it stays on. Application is just a squeeze tube. With this, again, you really need such a small amount. It is easily blendable, but you do, I find, have to blend it a little bit quickly because if it starts to dry or if it starts to adhere real well to skin, it's a little harder to blend as that occurs. So you just have to be mindful that once you get this on, make sure that it's in a spot that you're going to really need it and then blend it from there. Next is my sheer cover, and I have 2 sets of sheer cover. I have one for right now, which is a little darker to take me from summer to fall, and then I have another set which is a little bit like from this to a little bit lighter in case I get lighter, but it's not too different. And this is the Sheer Cover Duo Concealer. My color is medium tan. And this is a little bit smaller. My other one is the larger one, or the full size. I love Sheer Cover Duo Concealer because, as you can see, you pick 2 different colors, and that's the same for their foundation. You pick 2 different colors that match up in your skin tone gradient, and they send it to you like this. So really, you're getting 2 colors that blend to your perfect color. Now, this one definitely looks a little bit more like my perfect color, but if you just look when you're blending them together, that's really what's going to give you that actual full coverage and look the most natural, as opposed to having one that's a little too light or one that's just exactly your skin tone. So I have 2 runners up. One of them is the Instant Age Rewind Double Face Perfector by Maybelline. And this is the color. My color is light medium. So it's a double-sided wand. This is your concealer. And then on the other side, it is small, the amount of product you get. I believe this is like $9 or $10. This is nice to throw in your purse. The other side is a highlight, and it looks like this. So you can highlight underneath your eyebrows, you know, anywhere you'd like to add highlight. Now, the selling point of this for me was definitely the highlight. I liked that I could just do the bridge of my nose, my forehead, cheekbones. I like to make a little clean eyebrows, so I use the highlight quite often. I've had this for about 2 months, and I have a large majority of the highlighter left, so it does last quite a while. The actual concealer is not bad in a pinch, honestly. It's not the best, so I'll just kind of put a little there. And I think, you know, Maybelline I do sometimes have issues with it irritating me. This doesn't irritate me, but it's not exactly what I need. And I did try the shade above it, because if you go to Walgreens or Bartell's, they have this out for you to try just in little samples. And the color, or the shade darker than this, was way too dark on me. So the one lighter than this, obviously way too light on me. So then this one was my quote-unquote perfect shade. So that was my answer to the requests that I've been getting lately of what are my favorite concealers, or what are my top concealers. I hope that you guys enjoyed this quick little video. If you have any questions or would like me to review any of the concealers that you saw here today, just let me know. And I would like to know what your favorite concealers are. Let me know below. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!